At the end of this video, you'll be able to identify major differences between the classic and new quiz engines, create a classic quiz, set up a quiz with options such as time limits and quiz restrictions, and compose a quiz question. In this video, we're going to explore the Quizzes tool in Canvas. I'll start by clicking the Quizzes tool in my course navigation menu. This is where all of the quizzes will be stored and where you can manage them from. This page is blank now because we don't have any quizzes yet. To create a quiz, click on the plus button on the upper right corner. A window will pop up showing Choose a Quiz Engine. Here you can see two options, Classic Quizzes and New Quizzes. Classic Quizzes, as its name indicates, is the classic quiz engine that has long existed in Canvas. New Quizzes is the relatively new engine that is integrated with Canvas. Both of them allow you to create quizzes as student assessments, but they differ from each other in many ways. One major difference is that question banks of classic quizzes exist at the course level, while item banks of new quizzes exist at the account level. This means that in new quizzes, it's easier to reuse quiz questions across different courses. Also, while you can migrate quizzes from the classic engine to the new engine, new quizzes cannot be moved to classic quizzes. We are only going to discuss classic quizzes in this video. You can find out more about new quizzes by following links in the video description. After selecting the classic quizzes engine, you'll see this checkbox here, Remember my choice for this course. It's good practice to use only one type of quiz engine in one course, which makes your quizzes consistent, so you can click the checkbox to save time later. If you change your mind later, you are also able to change your quiz choice. Go back to the quiz page and click on the three-dot More icon, then click on the Reset Quiz Engine Choice option. In this way, you'll see that quiz engine choice window again. Now, let's create a classic quiz. Select Classic Quiz as the quiz engine, click the checkbox, and submit. Now we come to the edit page of a classic quiz. On the top right, you can see this quiz currently has 0 points and is not published yet, and you can click on the More button to delete it. Go down a little bit and you can see two tabs, Details and Questions. We are now on the Details tab, but later we'll go into that Questions tab to add quiz questions. Under the Details tab, you can edit the details of this quiz. Firstly, you can give the quiz a name. Be sure to create a meaningful name, which makes it easier for you to manage quizzes and also more sensible to your students. I'm going to name this quiz Quiz Number 1. Then, going down, we come to the Rich Content Editor box to write quiz instructions. Just as we mentioned in video 4, Making a Homepage, you can set text styles and insert images, videos, or files here. I'm going to paste a short sentence. This quiz will evaluate your knowledge in Module 1. As we scroll down, we can see more detailed quiz settings. The first one is quiz type. Click on the drop-down list, and you can see all 4 quiz types in Canvas Classic Quiz: Practice Quiz, Graded Quiz, Graded Survey, and Ungraded Survey. The key difference between graded and ungraded is whether Canvas will automatically create a new column in the gradebook for this quiz. For quizzes, the grade is calculated based on correct or incorrect answers, but for surveys, it's graded based on participation. In assessment design, we encourage using ungraded quizzes to create practice quizzes. This kind of low-stakes, formative assessment can provide more learning and practice opportunities for students and also help students to be less stressed for later higher-stakes assessments. The next setting is the assignment group, which allows you to put this quiz into a specific assignment group. We'll discuss assignment groups in Video 9, Discussions, and Assignment Groups. The next section, Options, allows more specific settings. The first option is Shuffle Answers, which allows you to shuffle answers within one question. Time Limit is to set a time limit for this quiz. Allow multiple attempts allows students to complete the quiz more than once, and by clicking the checkbox, you can set which quiz score to keep, the highest, the latest, or take an average. You can also set the number of attempts. The next option is let students see their quiz responses. You can check the box and then choose to let students see their responses only once after each attempt, or release or hide correct answers at a specified time. Please be careful with this option, especially when you allow for more than one attempt. Students can easily get better scores in the second attempt if they know which responses are wrong or correct. The last quiz option is show one question at a time. If not checked, Canvas Quiz will show all questions in one page. No matter which option you choose, Canvas will autosave student responses after each student attempt, so there are no worries about losing data. The next section is about quiz restrictions. The first option allows you to require an access code so that students have to enter this access code before starting the quiz. Note that students will be kicked out if the code is changed during a quiz. If you have multiple groups of students taking the same quiz, it's better to change the access code after one group finishes answering to ensure all students can only access the quiz once. You can also filter IP addresses, however this is mostly to limit the devices students are using for the quiz, such as in a lab setting. The next part is assign. This works the same way as for assignments, which we introduced in Video 7, Creating an Assignment. You may want to use this for different sections of a course in the same site, or for accommodations. The checkbox below allows you to notify users that this quiz has changed. Now that we've created a quiz and changed some settings, don't forget to click the Save button. We don't have quiz questions yet, so we're going to only click Save. Then, Canvas will show you the quiz number 1 summary page. Now, we are going to create questions in our quiz. Click on the Edit button on the top right corner, and you'll navigate to the quiz editing page. This time, let's go to the second tab, Questions. You can see it's blank now because we don't have any questions yet. The simplest way to create a question is to click this button, New Question, and you'll be able to write a new question from scratch. The other two buttons, New Question Group and Find Questions, allow you to retrieve questions from a question bank, which is simply a place where you can store quiz questions to be used again in other quizzes. You can learn more about question banks by following the links in the video description. Click on the Plus New Question button and you'll see an edit box for this new question. On the top, you can give the question a name. Based on best practices for assessment design, we recommend that you create a meaningful name for each question, especially when you are using question banks, so that you can locate specific questions more easily. The drop-down box on the right is to choose question types. Here you can see all question types in Canvas Classic Quiz. Most of them are auto-scored by the system. The only question types that need manual scoring are essay, file upload, and text no question. Let's select multiple choice here. Below is a rich content editor box for us to write the question description. I'll paste in a short question asking which option is the capital city of North Carolina. The following section allows you to write answers for this multiple choice question. By default, Canvas shows 4 answer options, and the first one with the green color and a green arrow is the correct answer. If you want to set another option to be the correct answer, simply hover your mouse over that option and then click on the left side green arrow. In this way, you can change the correct answer to the current one. Now I'll write these answers and make Raleigh the correct one. These small boxes with 3 dots below each answer are comment boxes, where Canvas allows you to give answer-specific feedback to students. For example, if I click into the box below the answer Durham, I'll see the RCE to write comments. The text I write here will show up for students if they select this answer. I'll put Durham is where Duke campus is located, but not the capital city. Then click the Done button and save it. You can also provide more general comments by using the comment boxes on the bottom of the question editing window. The first green box is for comments if students answer the question correctly. The second red box is for comments when students answer it incorrectly. and the third blue one is for general answer comments. Please note that students will only see this feedback if, in your quiz settings, you let them see their responses. One important thing to remember is to be sure to click the Update Question button when you finish editing. If you don't click it, what you've written will be lost. Now, after updating and saving that question, you can see this clear view of all questions in this quiz. You can also click the Show Question Details checkbox on the top to show the answer options for this multiple choice question. When you finish adding questions, please be sure to click the Save button to save your work. Now, let's go to the quiz summary page, and you can preview and test out the quiz by clicking the Preview button on the upper right corner or the blue button on the bottom. If everything looks good, we can click the Publish button on the upper right so that students can access the quiz. You can also unpublish if you want, but note that once a student starts the quiz, you can no longer unpublish it.